So you've been in a relationship or a marriage for a while, but somehow you ended up being stuck, living side by side, just like roommates, but sharing a bed. But you truly want to bring back all the magic and you want to fall back in love with your husband. In this video, I'm going to share with you 12 tips on how to fall back in love again with your husband. And if you stay till the end, I have an extra ninja bonus tip for you. Welcome Lovebug, I'm Vivi, welcome to Adventure Your World. My channel is all about guiding you to an exceptional relationship. Make sure you subscribe if you're committed to make your relationship exceptional. So you want to fall back in love again with your husband? Start by falling back in love with yourself. If you do not love yourself, how can you possibly love anyone else around you? Make sure you take some self-care time, if possible every single day, but at least every week. Feel pretty from the inside out and really get back your confidence and your self-worth. Own your shit and love yourself. Because the more you love yourself, the more you can open up to love your partner. My tip number 2, stop trying to change your partner. You're trying to change your partner because you see all this potential. You see how amazing your relationship could be. But you know what? Nobody's perfect. You're not perfect either. And the more you push, wanting him to become this best version of yourself, the more he will build up resistance and the less it is gonna happen. So you're actually doing yourself a disservice by pushing him and wanting him to change so badly. So accept him for what he is, acknowledge that you're both perfectly whole and complete already, but at the same time you're both a work in progress. So there's so much potential that can happen and could happen, but it doesn't mean it will ever happen. So acknowledge that and you follow your own dreams, become the best version of yourself, lead by example, and you see that he will follow. My tip number 3, schedule in connection time. If you want to fall back in love with each other, you need to have one-on-one time where you can really connect, where you can really talk about what's going on in your life, where you can really create these memories. And that's my tip number 4, by the way, create memories. Do stuff that you haven't done before. Go on special trips. Go sleep in the desert under the stars. Go camping. Go just have fun. It can be the simplest thing. Even just make a sleepover in your living room. Do whatever you feel like, but create memories. Do these little special things that you can remember in 2, 3, 5, 10 and 20 years from now. And you're looking back, oh, you remember when we did that? This is when you create a connection and when you start falling in love again with your partner, because you create these little sparks and magic around it. My tip number 4, talk about you and your relationship. How do you feel? How do you want to feel in your relationship? What is lacking for you? How do you want your partner to be? Tip number 4, talk about you and your relationship, and at the same time, be curious about what's going on in his life. If you want to feel better in your relationship, you need to communicate it. How are you feeling right now? How do you want to feel? And how can you get there? What is missing for you? What do you want more of? Do you want to have more dinners together? Do you want to go on more hikes together to actually have this bonding time? What do you want in your relationship? Communicate it with him, because he's never going to find out if you're not sharing it with him. And communication really makes or breaks a relationship. That is why I created a free training for you. It is linked in the comments below. So go definitely check that out if you want to create an exceptional relationship. Communication is one of the fundamentals you need to have in place. Number 6, create your own little traditions. It is amazing what smaller traditions can do for a relationship. A day in a year or several days a year or even every month that you can look forward to, that you can be excited about, something you really can't wait to happen. If it's whatever, you never had a Christmas tradition, build your own tradition. You always wanted to do sleepovers in the living room, start doing that. You can do that when you're 50. It doesn't matter, just go have fun. Create a tradition that you are so passionate and excited about. If it's you want to go on a day trip at least every month, go do that. Make a tradition, Go explore a new place in your area every single month, and just have it as a tradition where that time of the month is blocked out only for that. It can be the simplest things. I always loved picnics when I was a kid, so our tradition became having a picnic in the park once a month, and it's just so amazing because you're looking forward to, you're having amazing food, you're connecting, you're talking, you're having fun, you're going to different places, you just do whatever you feel like, but you really start having this one-on-one time and really start falling back in love with each other. Number 7, be understanding and listen. If you want to fall back in love with your partner, you need to understand what's going on with him. I'm sure he's giving you clues and tips on what is like not working 100% in your relationship right now. But you actually need to open your ears and listen to the words he is telling you. Stop interpreting stuff. Stop knowing what he's telling you because he's been telling you the same stuff all over the last year, 5 years, 10 years. Start really listening, trying to understand what is going on for him. And before you interpretate, ask him. And don't just make assumptions. Sometimes he wants to communicate something completely different than what you're receiving as a message. Number 8, focus on how you're feeling. It is always about the feelings in a relationship. You can do the most amazing stuff together. You can go to the Maldives and still have a bad time. Why? Because you're not feeling it. And if you're feeling angry and unhappy inside, it's really hard to love your partner if you're unhappy with yourself. So start feeling good yourself. Do whatever it takes to make you feel happy. Get that self-care in. Boost your confidence. And really focus on feeling amazing, on feeling high vibe, on rising your standards, on rising your vibe, and really sparkling that joy and excitement in your life. And that is when you actually fall back in love with your partner, because you're so in love with yourself, you can't help but love your partner. It's just impossible, and he's gonna love you like crazy because you're just this sunshine, sparkling being that is so excited and happy about everything that's going on. Number 9, share your feelings and what is missing or lacking for you in your relationship. It is so important to really talk about this stuff, and not in an offensive or blaming way, but just tell him like, hey, this is how I feel. I would want us to feel that way. Do you think we can manage that? I would love you to do more of this. Can we implement that? Can we get this going? I would love to have an amazing relationship with you. But therefore, I want to feel more high vibe. And therefore, I do not like it when you go out every single night and you don't even let me know. Number 9, share your feelings and tell what is missing or what your relationship is lacking. Number 10, why did you fall in love with him at the first place? Remember all the positive things about him. Sometimes we're so focused on all the bad stuff and all that isn't working in our relationship that we totally blend out all the beautiful and bright side of the relationship and of him. So shift your focus back on the bright side. Look at what is working. How's he supporting you? What do you really love and enjoy about him? And then keep focusing on that. Because the more you focus on that, the more you're gonna see of. And then number 11, affirm each other's positive traits daily. You want to remind yourself of all the positive stuff he's bringing to your life, of all the joy he's giving you in the life. Even if it's the tiniest thing, like the little wrinkles on his eyes when he smiles, whatever it is, affirm each other and then see how it gets you to a new stage of love. The more you affirm each other, the more it is manifesting through you, and the more you build up from that, and the more you're actually seeing of it, because it's just constantly in your mind. And number 12, a really simple but not so easy to execute tip: pay more attention to your spouse or your partner than you pay to the TV or your phone. How can you fall in love with your partner if you're constantly distracted? If you're constantly trying to get some work done, or having the TV playing in the back, or being on your phone, it's just not working. So carve out the time and be fully present with your partner as much as possible. At the beginning of this video, I told you I was going to share with you my extra ninja bonus tip. So here it is. Be the person you want to be in love with. Become the best version of yourself. Don't expect him to be perfect and to be this ideal person that you have in your mind and that you really want to be with if you're not that person yourself. We all want to be with our dream partner, but are you the perfect dream partner? I want to challenge you to become that best version of yourself first, and then see how he's automatically transforming and shifting into his best version self and becoming that partner that you truly want to be with. But you go first and he will come along. If you want to create an exceptional relationship, I have an amazing free training for you on communication in the comments below. Go check that out right now. It's the fundamentals of communication that you need to create an exceptional relationship, and I'm really sure you're not doing that yet. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite tip of falling back in love with your husband was, or if you have any other amazing tips. Give this video a like if you liked it, share it with your friends and family so they can fall back in love with their partner again, and we all can create a more amazing, loving world by all loving our partner a little bit more. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next video. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already and you really want to create an exceptional relationship with your partner. Thank you so much.